What up? It's your boy, Hash Info. Well, I gave myself diarrhea in the last video there. Unreal. I can't believe Donald Dump pays less taxes than a kindergarten kid. You know, there are kindergarten kids paying more taxes than Donald Dump. So, really not impressed with that, but what can we do is a great question. What can you do? Great question. You know, how about just watch your soaps? How about watch the most stupid MK Ultra content you possibly can? Surround and fill your life full of commercials and just idiocracies daily, though. Make sure you do it daily, you know. Don't take time for yourself and your mind to heal and slow. Oh man. They say people who have to have the TV on are fighting their thoughts in their head. And this was on some study that was done 2 days ago by like a renowned psychiatrist. There are 3 signs of depression. If you have to sleep with the TV on, if you have to have a TV on while you're working or, you know, doing your thing, like let's say I was doing this and I didn't get copyrighted, if I had the TV on while I did this. So you have to make sure that you understand who you are inside and heal yourself and then deal with other things. Some of you may never be able to heal yourselves due to, well, the lack of care and concern you give yourself, right? If you're so worried about, you know, not, you know, certain things, you should try harder to make sure you're okay, right? Alcohol, pills lead to depression. So try and get this stuff in your noggin and understand. I'm sure fast food and sugar would also be a number 1 cause of depression. So you can see here we've put a little bit of vegan butter across there. We're not going to use all this. I'm going to slam another one of these wonderful sun-dried tomato chipotle wraps, or whatever the hell these are. They're sun-dried tomato wraps. Popping that down. I'm going to put the teapot on, and it's going to be awesome. I have to get some teacups from the basement, which is fine, but there are none here. I guess a couple glasses got broke in the last, 6 weeks, and this is what's happened now. So I think I have one in the bedroom. I'm gonna grab that, wash that out. Actually, no, yeah. Where is that one? Where is the blue one that I had? Oh, I don't see it. Wow. Oh, it's over here in the corner. I dumped it last night. I had a little bit of tea in there. Actually, I had a full cup of tea. Just got doing a bunch of things and forgot it. And yeah, it was one of my, I'm pretty sure it was one of the good teas. It sucks. I try and drink about half of it, but it wasn't that good or I would have drank it all. I had let it sit for 6 hours or something, 7 hours. I ended up drinking half of it, and that's that. Now we're just going to flip this wrap over at the top, put it down and hammer that. Now I'm going to get a tea in me. I'm going to fill this teapot with hot water. Today we're going to try something different. We're going to try a Tetley Super Green tea. Oh, look at this. Tetley is definitely an elite corporation. We should definitely think about what to do with the elite corporations. Tetley has been around since 1837. I bet you the Queen owns Tetley. I'll look that up in a second. 1837 is before Canada existed. And let's see what was existing and who owned what company back then. Who did they kill off to buy the company for cheap? Oh, someone else, eh? That's how it works. You guys, Like I said, keep watching your soap operas. I'm doing nothing for humanity. Don't worry, it's gonna get worse. All right. Trust me when I say Utopia, the TV show on Amazon Prime, is real. Every single thing about that, I can honestly tell you there aren't a lot of people able to grasp the concept of what they were going for on Utopia. Small percentage. This is why we're in this period we're in now, because people are worse than sheeple. A sheep at least understands it's, if a sheep goes out into the woods, will it survive? So think about this. If you go out in the woods, will you survive, bud? You don't have a hope in hell. You couldn't even make it a week in the woods, bud. So, and there are 10% of you that could. The majority, you won't have a chance. Even if I gave you a sleeping bag, a lantern, and a camp stove, you'd still be toast in 10 days. You'd be trying to take down a rabbit or a bear or a deer. You'd waste all your energy, never catch it. Meanwhile, you could have been boiling water, which is essential. It can only go maybe a few days before your body starts seizing up. 4 days, your body's really seizing up. 6, 7 days, you won't be really doing too terribly much. Think about these things, You wasted all your time trying to find meat. Meat is going to save me. And the berries were all around you. All you had to do is, boop, eat a berry bud. Pull a root out of the ground, chop the top of the thing off, eat the leaves in a nice salad, chuck the roots in some water and boil them. You can make yourself a nice, proper tea with antioxidants and a bunch of vitamins and minerals. No, you're too stupid. You're still hunting for a deer. A moose. Oh, I gotta get a big moose, bud. It's gonna make me so strong. Yeah, okay. See you in the emergency room there for a triple bypass, bud. You've been lied to. And here's the deal, okay? If you didn't realize, the Food and Drug Agency declared meat a carcinogenic. So it's like a cigarette. When you eat meat, you're smoking cigarettes. How much more clear do I have to be? So we got a bunch of avocados. I got a bunch of tomatoes. We're going to start eating all of this stuff, and it's going to be awesome. No meat is going to be consumed on this episode. So if you don't like eating vegetables, you better unsubscribe. Because I got way better things to do than hear about how you had chicken last night, goof. And while you're eating your chicken, go watch your goofy soaps, goober. I take a hard stance on no meat. Superchat me $50. I'm still going to call you a goof if you eat meat. You cannot call yourself smart, knowing the facts that you know. I mean, do you want to look up meat is linked to like 80 different diseases? Meat as of meat linked to cancer, to diabetes, to heart disease, to colon cancer, to depression, to acne, to dementia, to disease, to obesity, to bowel cancer. Meat linked to. And those are I didn't read one good thing that meat was linked to. But you're awesome, meat eaters. You're awesome. Oh, it's so hard to make the change. I just find it so hard not to kill myself every time I put meat in my mouth. Oh, but it's so good. It's so good. That's because you suck at cooking. Your favorite fast food restaurant is what you call so good. All right, now we're gonna get a tomato in here. I'm gonna wash this tomato off, hot water. Oh, it's just so tasty. I can't stand people. My skin crawls and it's disgusting, especially when you hear someone who's morbidly obese saying, "Oh, but this recipe with all this beef in it is so good." It's like, look at you. But you've given up. It says meat is linked to depression. Right there, it says it. Meat is linked to obesity. Do you see the correlation? Meat makes you fat. Meat makes you sad. You're useless after you're depressed and you're obese. You have zero shot at losing all that weight and returning back to normal unless you drop the meat fast. Let's get a nice slice of tomato across your thin, though. My chick likes thin slices of tomato. We're going to put a dash of salt on this, unfortunately, but it'll just be a pinch of salt. I'll do it. I'll put the salt in my hand and I'll salt both of these. Very lightly salted. And we'll do another little hair of the Veganese on there. I see this one didn't get a nice serving as this one. Oh, I got a sneeze. I'm standing underneath these bright lights. No, I lost it. Good. Very thin slices of tomato for her. It's got to be sliced so thin that it doesn't even really cut across. She likes it thin. There you go. And I'm going to put some more on this one. And now, the avocado. What I like to do with the avocado is kind of cube it inside of the avocado shell, and then I'll scoop out little pieces. First, I'll just show you how it looks right now. It's just been hot. It's been halved, and I took out the seed. And then all I'm going to do here is put a little line through the avocado. And this is not, you don't have to say, I'm trying to show you like what I'm doing. You can see you got a few lines there. You don't have to make them so much apart or this and that. You just got to keep going with the knife like this. Once you get the knife in there like that, then you go across 4 or 5 times. I mean, you want to make sure there's little pieces, but if you can get out these little squares like this, just these little pieces, it's really nice. Nice texturally. They break up evenly, like very nice in your mouth. They're not like too hard and you're like, check this out. You take a little scoop of these little chips of avocado there. Oh, shoot, I dropped one. Very nice. Super silky, smooth. I love avocado. I'm going to put half an avocado on each of the, whatever the hell these are called, these sun-dried tomato wraps. Made with Veganese. Put this little piece to the side. I'm thinking of having chips and salsa today, but then I thought about it and I can't. Because I think I might be doing a lentil soup today. It's kind of one of those days. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to take a day away from the lentils. Just one more day, or maybe 2, but I'm making that lentil soup in a couple days. I'm going to put this little cube in the garbage here. Wash my hands. We got, where's my cup for my tea? right here. So I was filling that up with water. I'll drink the rest. I do want to look up who owns Tetley tea, but we'll do this first. Let's put that in there. And I believe these tea bags are smaller. Nope, they're 20 grams as well. No, that can't be right. These tea bags have 2 grams in them. That's weird. It's a 40-gram container with 20 tea bags, which means each tea bag is 2 grams. All right. I'm going to do the other side of the avocado here. I'm not going to really show you this one. I'm just going to do it. I showed you the first one. Same thing is going on for that. I dropped one piece on the ground again, one little sliver. All right, get that out of there. Nice and easy peasy. This is a super tasty episode. It's a super tasty meal, and it doesn't require a lot of work. So if you think frying beef on a burner is easier than this, then you're a goof. I'm gonna grab these tomatoes I got here from the garden. And we're gonna have 2 of these each, just simply cut in half. Well, no, actually we'll do quarters because you get more slices to stretch. So, nice little slices like that. One here too. And just pop them all around. And you're going to do that one more time because you got 4. Put it on the counter and there's a little piece of fluff on there. I washed it and put it on the counter. Alright. And there you have it. So, a dash of salt on that one, and it's finished. A dash of salt on this one in a second. And it'll be finished. Alright, let's see what we got here. Green tomato. Like so. Come on over to your vegan butter is fine. Put your vegan thing on that, on the dash. And that one looks good. This one has a little less. Not too much. You definitely don't want to go too much. You don't want this stuff squirting out, and it has a tangy taste to it. It's supposed to be a touch tangy, not. Ooh, it's a nice tang there. All right, there's sea salt here. And no pepper or nothing else. That's it. What we're gonna do is fold these wraps up. I'll cut up this orange here. Take a mere second. We'll put a couple slices of orange on the plate. That tea is ready. Pop it down again. Pop it and drop it. Ooh, this Super Burst tea or whatever the hell this is. Man, this smells good. I'm gonna put one more of these down. What was this called? Super Green Tea Boost. Vitamin B6 is a factor in energy metabolism. So there you have it. Let's get into, over here, this orange. This is a South African navel orange. I thought they needed a lot of water to grow oranges, so I don't know. South Africa is the rich part of Africa. I believe it's Johannesburg or something like that is where, like, it's quite crazy what's going on in the world, and not a lot of people understand this, but it sounds like, should we look this, we did a few things today. Let's look up Tetley tea here first. Who owns Tetley tea? Tata Consumer Products. See, this is a joke too. Like when they have names like this. Oh, look it! They're reporting in pounds. I bet you the Queen owns this. Let's. The Tetley Group was bought by India's Tata Group in February 2000 for £271 million, which is about over $500 million Canadian. It was one of the largest overseas acquisitions by an Indian. It's by an Indian company. I'm reading verbatim. It's not racist. I live in a province that uses that term derogatory. I'm using this to speak. Well, I'm using this to talk about India. At that time, the Tata Group is one of India's largest business conglomerates, comprising more than 100 companies, including Tata Consumer Products. Huh. Who owned Tetley Tea in 1999, I'll put. By 1990, with a yearly production of 20 billion tea bags, Tetley had gained the title of the second largest tea brand in the world after Lipton. I didn't even know Lipton was into tea that hard. They make tea here, but honestly, it's not that good. It was only after the acquisition of Tetley by then Tata Tea that the company's supply chains were finally consolidated with those of Tata Teas. So it won't actually tell me who in the fuck owned Tetley Tea. Who owned Tetley Tea? How many people have owned Tetley Tea? Tetley Tea is a beverage manufacturer founded in 1837 in Yorkshire, England. It is the largest tea company in the United Kingdom and Canada. And we follow the British monarchy. My money has the Queen of England on it. It's very sad. And nobody here in Canada sings God Save the Queen. We stopped saying that. They made our children sing God Save the Queen. I had to sing it as a child. After I sang the Canadian national anthem, I then had to sing another song called God Save the Queen. I'm from a creepy place in the world that is owned by England. But most of you in the world are owned by England. Company in the United Kingdom and Canada, and the second largest in the United States by volume. Since 2000, Tetley has been wholly owned subsidiary of Tata Consumer. Why can't I find who owned Tetley Tea before 2000? Who sold Tetley Tea to India? Oh, there was an American side of Tetley which made coffee for Americans, which I find hilarious. The elites put a product in every country. They don't fight over, I'll give you another example. Price matching. This is something I've known about since 1999. Price matching is a joke. It's a sham. All the elites get together and whenever an elite is like, hey, my shit's almost, gonna spoil, I'm gonna reduce the prices. So the other companies then have to match the prices of the same products that are less spoily. I'll explain. If you have this jar of Veganese and you make 50 billion of these jars, and it has a shelf life of 5 years, let's say it's been 4 years, 6 months, 4 years and 9 months. This thing only has 3 months of shelf life left before she no good. That means that you are going to get a wicked deal on this, or at least a cheaper price usually. Um, but the companies that have a fresh batch of this, and maybe they're in BC, but I'm here in Manitoba, and they give all the old stuff to poorer people. Manitoba is much poorer than British Columbia. Uh, we would get the jars of this crap. Not this isn't crap. I love this. I'm talking about the 3 month expiration of it spoiling. That's crap. This stuff is heaven. I recommend this stuff every day on the street. I'm also not getting sponsored, so I don't care. I just want to be clear. You got to realize that you're going to pay less, but you're going to get a crappier product. But then those people in BC's, where all the elites are, all the rich are, they get a deal on the fresh batch too. So now I can do the same thing in electronics and take away expiration date and put selling TVs. A Samsung T38 TV will be sold at Future Shop, and Best Buy will have it for $100 cheaper than Future Shop or Walmart. So Walmart and Future Shop have to price match Best Buy's price. It's still the same 3 dicks that own the whole thing, or 1 or 2 dicks that own the whole shenanigan. So figure out your life and try and be more than less in your life. All right, check this out. We made breakfast. I got tea ready. I'm going to pour my wife's tea, and then breakfast is served. Let's go. Watch this. We're going to wrap up these wraps. See what I did there? Look on to it, bud. Let it look on to you, bud. Couple of slices of orange there. I hope you all have a good day. Lots of you. I could care less.